How you doing, YouTube? This is Will from Will Development. Today I want to talk about cosplaying. Specifically my experiences and some problems. This isn't a how-to video. I don't care how you do it. This is me talking about my experiences of doing it. I should say experience of doing it. No, you know what? I did it twice. That's plural. My experience doing it, I am in no way an experienced cosplayer, but you know what? I have grown up making things with my hands and creating things. I do know how to sew, I know how to knit, I know how to work with, wood. That sounded dirtier than I wanted to. But this is specifically about my cosplay, and I want to talk specifically about the trunks one I did for MegaCon of 2015. And the things that I liked, the things that I hated, I don't have notes written down, I have bullet points. But I need to remember these bullet points because I need to make sure I stay on topic. Cool. So I'm going to start out kind of sad and work my way into good because I like ending on a nicer note and stuff like that. So the reason I do it, I've always wanted to cosplay, is number one, I think it's cool. I've always had this dream of being so famous that I could walk into a room and wouldn't have to be introduced, or that there would be a crowd of people there specifically for me. I don't know if that comes from like being a younger sibling and being like ignored more, stuff like that. It makes you kind of more eccentric, more outgoing. You want more attention, stuff like that. I'm perfectly content to just be left the hell alone unless I'm on a stage. And I'm always on a stage. But that's one of the main reasons I do it. It's cool. I like it. I think it's cool. No, you know what? Fuck it. It is cool. I think it's awesome. Because, especially when you go to a convention, because nobody judges you. You dress up like that, walk around the street, everybody's like, this guy's a fucking freak. What's wrong with him? Blah, blah, blah. You go to a convention dressed as Super Saiyan Future Trunks, you are getting fucking props. You are getting stopped for pictures. People want to pose with you. People want to shake your hand. People want to show you their Dragon Ball Z tattoos. People want to tell you about their lives all of a sudden. It's like they know you because you're that character. You know? So I'm going to start out with the things I don't like about it. Now that I've talked about why I do it and things like that for 30 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever. Look, it's hard to talk about this sort of thing because I got a few things I want to get out there. So bear with me, but thanks for watching, Things I didn't like about this cosplay, number one is people that take that shit too seriously. Fucking back off, okay? When you put on a costume, you're not that character, okay? If you're wearing a Deadpool outfit, Deadpool's just about the only cosplay. Deadpool, Spider-Man, things like that, I can justify you becoming that character. But some people, like, they put on this costume and they become this person. Relax, bro, okay? Because you're fucking it up for people like me who want to walk around, have a good time, and have people ask you for pictures. I remember it was so funny. This one lady, she was so nervous to ask me for a picture. I ran into Great Saiyan Man. Great cosplay, by the way. There's some of it on my video. Check out my MegaCon video for that. And she was like, can I get a picture of you two? This is so cool. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. So he takes a picture of him and I, and then this lady just runs out of nowhere, like back in the crowd, she runs and she's like, I want a picture with you guys. And we're like, yeah, sure, why not? She gets a picture with us. The lady who originally was like, let me get a picture, she comes up and she says, I didn't know I could have a picture with you guys. And I looked her dead in the face and said, lady, I'm just some guy in a costume, okay? Like, I know my poses, but I don't believe that I'm Super Saiyan Future Trunks, okay? I don't believe that I come from like a war-torn future where I've heard stories about my father and all of his friends getting killed by maniacal robots. I'm just some dude who loves the series and wanted to show that by dressing up like somebody from it. I'm still just a guy. I can't fly. I don't have an aura. I'm not half Saiyan. God, I wish so much. So that's one of the things I don't like about it, is that some people get too into it. You're not that person, okay? And it's kind of a double-edged sword because some people get so far into it, it becomes good. Like when you have the Sith Lord literally sitting there and he sounds like Palpatine, you know, and he's just good, it's like, that's good. You know what I mean? But those kind of characters seem approachable. When you're playing like the Joker, but you're actually like crazy, people don't know if they can ask you for a picture. So cosplayers, fellow cosplayers, maybe I'm not one of you, fuck it. If you accept me, you do. If you don't, I don't give a shit. But you know what, my fellow cosplayers, dial it back a little bit. You know what I mean? If you're cosplaying as the Joker, understand that some people are going to want a picture with you if you do a really good job. And also know that they're not going to want you to be actually crazy when you're around them. I mean, could you imagine if I was Super Saiyan Trunks and I'm sitting there like having PTSD flashbacks next to this person? They're not going to want to get near me. Unless you like it that way. That's one of my problems I have. What's something else? Let me look at my notes real quick. Those kids with their cell phones or rock music. Cool. So things I would do differently. I think next time I want to spend more time on my actual outfit. From like here up was perfect. I would not change a damn thing from what I did last time. From here down, I would change some shit. Actually, you know what? Even the jacket and the shirt was fine. It was the fucking pants and the boots. The boots I spent all that time putting together fucking fell apart on the trip. It was so depressing. I need to just make them out of cloth and not be a cheap asshole about it. Lesson learned. And the pants, I didn't buy long enough pants. C'est la vie, right? It happens. Enough of that. I want to get into the good stuff, the stuff that makes people actually happy. If you watch this far, get ready for a good, happy story. So like I said, the reason I do it is because I really like people stopping me and asking for a picture. I like the attention. I'll be honest. I don't care if you judge me. I am who I am. I like the attention from it. And then what happened next was so beautiful, and it makes me smile. You tell I can't stop smiling because I think about it, because it's so nice. All of these grown-ass people were excited as shit to see me. And don't get me wrong, I was excited as shit for them too. I was excited they were excited. I loved the enthusiasm I got from so many people running up to me saying, yes, awesome, sweet, how'd you do the hair? Oh my God, your eyes are real. You know, that kind of reaction. That was great. But the defining moment, and of course it wasn't caught on camera, because it was probably just supposed to be shared between myself and the select few people who got to witness this beautiful moment in history, in the history of Trunks. Yeah, call me a dick, I don't care. When you're cosplaying, it's like your hearing is better. And I was standing there, I was chit-chatting with some friends, some guys from Questions, a new local band in Central Florida, by the way. Ex-bandmates of mine. Good guys. That's all there is to it. I'm not plugging them. Don't get me wrong. Just saying that's who was there. And I was chit-chatting with them. I had already left and come back, and I was tired, I was hot. I just had my makeup redone, which wearing makeup I've never done before in my life, so it was a very new experience for me. But regardless, I heard this tiny little voice say, "Mommy, that's Trunks." And I couldn't pick it out from the crowd, and every time I heard my name I would always turn around and like point and smile. So I did the same thing, and I put it over and I just saw this little kid, and you know, between 7 and 13, he couldn't have been older than that, and he said, "Mommy," he was whispering in his mother's ear, he said, "Mommy, can you ask him if I can have a picture?" And I could hear him say it, because again, super hearing for some reason when you're cosplaying. And he was standing, you know, 4 feet away from me-ish, 3 or 4 feet. And I walked straight up to him. And I said, "Do you want a picture?" And his face just lit up. And so I gave him the powering up pose. And he was like, "Oh yeah," and it's, you know, he's smiling. And I don't know what possessed me to do it. Hell, I know what possessed me to do it. He just looked so fucking happy. I had to keep going. I said, "Do you want a picture with me?" And I didn't think his face could get any happier, and it did. And his face just blew up, and he was like, "Well, what do we do?" And I looked him dead in the eyes, and I said, "What do you do?" I said, "Fight me." And he was just like, "Ah." If you're watching this video, I already said it in my update video that I released last week, but if you're watching this video, I don't care if it's 5 years from now, from today in 2015, and you see this, you fucking tell me you've seen this and you know who this kid is and you have that picture, because I fucking want it. I want to see that face. Because somewhere out there, there's a picture of me all dressed up as Trunks like this, going to fight a tiny little kid whose face is just glowing. And I want that. I want to see that with good eyes. I want to experience that again because it was beautiful. If you cosplay and you get an opportunity to touch somebody like that, you fucking take it. And if you do cosplay and you're just weird about it, and you know who you are, and if you, well, then again, if you're crazy, you don't know it, right? Your friends know who you are. If you have a friend who's a cosplayer and they're that weird kind of cosplayer, please tell them. And if you don't, then what's your excuse?